That was so corny. There's no way I really recorded, got up to sit back down to act like I wasn't already. I'm never doing that again. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's just get this started. My 1991 C4 Corvette that I spent so much time on. Okay, no. Last night, unfortunately, I got in a car accident. I don't know how to start this. Saturday, July 12th. I was involved in an accident. That's crazy. Last night, as of July 12th, I was involved in a car accident in my 1991 Corvette. Yeah, that's the big reveal. My grand return to YouTube has been foiled by an accident. This is so unfortunate, but I'm here to give you guys the details. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, I want to give glory and just praise to God. He perfectly had his hands on everything in the whole situation. The accident could have been so much more worse than what it was, and I'm grateful that me and my friend Jacob and the person that I hit also made it out alive. Now when I say hit, I'm gonna tell you guys the story. So last night I was coming from a photo shoot, kind of more of a networking event that I was taking photos of my friend. You guys know I'm in the Atlanta area. We were going southbound. I was cut off. I can't really storytell all that well right now because everything is still, I'm still a little shaken up. Me and my friend Jacob, he's my passenger. I'm driving. We're going home, going southbound on I-75. I don't know what was up with the drivers last night, but absolutely terrible. I got cut off like 3 times on the highway, twice by 2 white vans, the third time being by an SUV, which ultimately led to me spinning out and crashing. The things with Corvettes and lower cars, smaller cars, you guys know, it's a small car. A lot of these bigger cars in the US don't see you or flat out just don't look. And unfortunately, these things kind of happen where you're turning into a lane, they kind of cut you off and turn into that lane also, which is dumb because you're always supposed to look when you're driving, but things like that just happen. It was crazy that it happened 3 times. The third time, I was in the far left lane. The SUV that had cut me off had actually passed me, so I had got behind that SUV. I was actually switching back over a lane, and as soon as I switched lanes and was going, the SUV switched lanes in front of me, which, if you guys can picture this, 4 lanes, I'm in the second lane from left. SUV switches into the second lane from left. Right in front of me. Obviously, I drive defensively and I try to swerve off another lane, which ultimately ended up in me spinning out all the way to the right shoulder of the highway, spinning out again onto the left shoulder of the highway, in the process hitting a car. Now, the crazy part is I got it all on dash cam. So, yeah, I got everything. Wasn't my fault. Fortunately, everybody that was involved in the accident, nobody was hurt too badly. But the unfortunate part, and the part that I'm actually pissed, is that the driver that cut me off sped off. Yeah, there's that. They did not stop. Not once. I don't even think they looked back, which that tells me one of 2 things. 1, they cut me off and they didn't care to stop. Or 2, they cut me off and didn't look to see if they were changing lanes and somebody was coming and they just kept driving. It was a very surreal moment. It was literally everything was in slow motion. I mean, you guys can ask my friend Jacob. Literally, we were watching everything unfold. I spin out, I'm on the right shoulder, we're drifting, I spin out again, I'm perpendicular on the highway, and then I'm facing cars on the highway, and it's just crazy. It literally could have been so much more worse than what it was. And I'm so grateful that God, guardian angel, somebody had their hands on us last night. That's the kind of rundown of what happened last night. Let's get into damages, or bodily damages at least. I did go to the hospital, me and my friend. I have pain in the right shoulder, right hip, lower back, and my left heel. Don't know how my left heel got hurt, but that's injuries. I'm on prescription right now, so I should be recovering pretty soon. Jacob does have some injuries, his right wrist that he's had surgery on, unfortunately, in the past, and stuff with his knees and stuff. Gratefully, we are alive. We're functioning, you know, we're not hospitalized or anything. We were in that hospital for like 8 hours, though. That was a gruesome time. The guy that I hit when I spun out, his car completely totaled. Front end is gone. I don't know how my car did that damage, especially with it being so low, and he was in an SUV. Him, the driver, seems okay. We didn't really talk much or exchange that much info because, I mean, neither of us were really at fault. But yeah, he seemed okay. He kind of left, kind of was the first one to leave. As for car damages, the part that you guys are all waiting on, I'll throw up pictures of what the car looks like. Damages. According to the police, my car is not totaled. Of course, the bumper gone, taillight gone. It's probably still on the highway somewhere. But as you guys can see in the one picture, there is a rip in the frame, the rear frame, which looks to me like a clean break. Police said that it's something that can be fixable. That is what the police said. That is not what insurance has said. That is not what a body shop has said. So I'm going off of that. But for that alone, I have high hopes. As of right now, it's not drivable. Things with Corvettes, when they get in accidents, when it's present that you've kind of had a spin out, what'll happen is the ECU will actually shut off the fuel pump. That way, you know, the car doesn't explode. From what I can tell, there were no leaks. There's no real engine damage. I hope. Everything looks to be just from the rear. Don't think there was any suspension damage. Because I don't know what all I'm allowed to show, I won't show dash cam footage quite yet. You guys will get the dash cam footage, I promise you. Not in this video though. You're gonna have to come back to another video. But just because I don't know what all I can show, I'm not at fault, thankfully. I'd like to, you know, credit myself to be a good driver. Never had any accident history. You know, I tried to keep it under control as much as I could, but unfortunately there's just not a lot you can do when you're going 65 miles per hour on the highway in the left lane spinning out. So, I mean, you just gotta take what you can from that. But, just takeaways, honestly, from this. One, I'm happy to be alive. I'm so lucky that it wasn't worse than what it was, because me and Jacob could have died that day. It's like a surreal moment of just how everything played out. I'll tell you guys a story. I've been planning a big return to YouTube for the past, really this whole summer. I've been working so diligently towards 100% fixing this car. I've thrown so many parts at it. I've thrown so much money and time at it, and what was going to happen was we're going to road trip this car, and I was going to film all of it. We were going to go all across Georgia, Florida, everywhere. Do you want to ruin my serious video, Diamond? We were going to go everywhere with this car, and that was going to be my return to YouTube. Recently, you know, I've been so close to completing this car. Couple more parts, and I would have been fine. But this, you know, a couple days ago, I've been just, you know, enjoying the car. I went to Mellow Mushroom, and as I was leaving, there was a family and a little boy. As I was leaving, you know, he saw my car, and I flipped up my headlights for him, and he just got so excited, and it made my whole day. And I was like, man, I got that on dash cam. Let me go home and, you know, get this footage, because I want to see that. I got home, I tried to get on my dash cam. It wasn't plugged in. The day before the accident, my dash cam was not plugged in. So if that kid wasn't there, I probably wouldn't have got this dash cam footage. And for that, I'm so grateful. Come here, girl. Other takeaways from this. Obviously, it's unfortunate what's happened, especially with these classic cars. You really don't know. But right now, I'm just keeping my spirits up. I'm not gonna let this break me or really make me any more upset than I already have been. I've already cried my tears. You guys can see, if you guys go to my Instagram, I literally had a whole photo shoot with the car after I wrecked. And then like 5 minutes after that, I completely broke down on the floor. Like I was crying so bad because it really sucks as car enthusiasts, as just any person with, a possession that they love, when you put so much time, blood, sweat, tears, and effort into something, just for it to be ruined by an outside force, it really, really hits you hard. It's just so unfortunate. But like I said, I'm not gonna let this anger me. What I'm actually going to do now, now that I kind of have almost no distractions, the car was really a big focus. That was really taking up like 80% of my efforts and time. Now that that's gone, now I have a chance to turn all of this anger and discomfort into something else. So, at that note, we're gonna make some videos, man. I had content with the car planned, a lot of it. Change of plans. We're just gonna start making content again and doing what I love, because these past couple of months I've been doing a lot of client work. As you guys can see, I haven't posted any videos for the past like 6 months. I've been doing a lot of client work. It's been fun, a little bit, but my true passion lies within creating for myself. I've learned that I kind of don't really like creating for others and doing client work. Client work is fine, of course, some of it, but the rate that I was doing, I wasn't doing anything for myself, and I was doing everything for others, and I don't like that at all. So I'm going to be shifting out of client work, shifting more into own personal work, because that's what I truly love to do. So we're going to use this crash as an outlet to create for myself. So here we are. I promise to you guys will be getting videos. I actually have so many other things planned that wasn't car related that I have in the works right now that is coming very soon. So just be ready. We got one less thing to worry about, which is really not going to affect you guys at all, because I'm sure I will be updating you guys on what happens with the car and potentially other cars in the future. So, but we're not going to let this, stop us. And we have other stuff in the works. It's coming. I promise. I'm not going to leave you guys in the dark again. But this was just an update video for right now, just to break the ice a little bit. I've been gone. I apologize. It's not going to happen again, hopefully. But this was just an update video, not the usual style of video, I kind of like doing. The cinematic content will be coming. The vlogs will be coming. Other stuff that I'm not going to say will be coming. So, yeah, videos coming soon. Updates on the car will coming soon. I will get you guys that footage. I promise. You guys are going to see it. I promise. But my dogs are angry, and I gotta eat. So love you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I'm thankful that I'm here, and see you guys in the next one. So stay tuned.